This is your captain speaking, and today we're looking at the spars, or more specifically the gaff, the gun to gaff spar of the Tideway, which as you can see is quite badly cracked and bent rather like a banana, which is a bit of a problem, but that's not the only problem. Also the bronze fitting at the end, which goes around the mast, the mast jaws are quite badly bent out of shape as well. Now I think I'm going to have a go at trying to straighten them, but who can say. So the first thing is to take the slider track, this is for the halyard slide to go up, that needs to come off, and luckily all the brass screws seem to come out okay once the varnish had been stripped from the threads. Now the screws themselves show signs of corrosion. You can always tell bronze or brass when it's corroded because it goes a bit pink, but hopefully they'll clean up okay. But with the slide off, it's possible to see the full extent of the damage. It is actually cracked right the way down the centre. So I think the plan is, rather than taking my spoke shave and letting a nice piece of wood into that, is to actually just splint it. There's also this track needs straightening as well, as that is pretty bent. So that's the plan, to first of all take all the varnish off, get a nice smooth surface, and then find some way of splinting it on the outside. Won't be the prettiest of repairs, but I think that's the strongest way to do it. So opening the crack up, then trying to fill it with thickened epoxy, working as much as I possibly can into the crack, but not going too mad, because obviously with the profile of the spar itself there's a groove where the main sheet goes, and I can't fill that with epoxy. So having clamped that to a piece of 4x4 steel box section overnight, that seems to be fairly strong and is at last quite straight. This is the wood I'll be using for the splint. Came off some furniture. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's very, very hard wood. In the interest of aesthetics, and because every single rope on a boat will try and tangle itself around any object, just rounding off the edges and the ends to try and make it a bit smoother, because well, it's never going to look pretty. It should hopefully stop it snagging anything without losing too much strength. Once again clamped onto the bit of box section to keep everything nice and straight, and epoxied on and left for a couple of days to cure. So with the clamps off, the joints went back together fairly well, although there was a bit of a jagged edge, and that's in the slot where the sail goes. So try and open that up. And luckily, as far as I can see, no epoxy actually dribbled into the groove where the sail goes. So that's all nice and clear. It's just a tiny little ridge there that needed sailing down. And that's the end result. Not too bad, not brilliant obviously, and obviously it's always going to be an odd spar with a bit stuck on the side, but that should be strong enough. That's ready for a few coats of varnish. And on the back, the crack is nicely filled with epoxy, and I've straightened the slide, and all the holes match up perfectly, so I'm going to count that